My coach said champions don't quit while I was unconscious. 2 years later, the FBI investigation destroyed everything. I was 16 when Coach Brennan first made me run extra laps after practice for missing a shot. The other girls watched from the locker room windows as I circled the gym alone in the dark. He stood at center court with his arms crossed, timing me. 20 laps became 30 when I stumbled. 30 became 40 when I asked for water. He said champions don't need water breaks. They need mental toughness. My parents thought he was building character when I came home exhausted every night. They were proud when I stopped eating dinner because I was too tired to chew. Coach Brennan told them I was championship material, that I could earn a full ride if I stayed committed. The summer before my senior year, practice became mandatory 6 days a week from dawn until late afternoon. He locked the gym doors during training so nobody could leave without permission. Water breaks were earned through perfect defensive drills. Bathroom breaks required running suicide sprints afterward as punishment. The other girls started calling him Warden Brennan behind his back, but nobody dared complain because he controlled our playing time and college recommendations. My teammate Zara collapsed during a brutal conditioning session in July heat, but coach made the rest of us keep running while she recovered. He said she was being dramatic and that real athletes push through discomfort. By August, I'd lost 23 pounds and my period had stopped completely. My mom took me to our family doctor, who said the weight loss was concerning and recommended reducing my training intensity. When I brought the doctor's note to Coach Brennan, he tore it up in front of the entire team. He said doctors don't understand what it takes to be elite athletes. He convinced my parents that backing down now would ruin my chances of getting recruited. My parents trusted him because he'd coached 3 girls to Division I scholarships over the past decade. What I didn't know was that Coach Brennan had been documenting everything. He kept a detailed journal of each player's weight loss, recording our menstrual cycles, and tracking our psychological responses to his training methods. He photographed us during weigh-ins and kept the images in a locked filing cabinet in his office. When Zara's mom asked questions about the extreme training, he showed her carefully selected photos that made her daughter look strong and healthy, hiding the ones that revealed how dangerously thin we'd become. He was actually building a collection that he shared with other coaches in a private online network. The first time I fainted during practice, Coach Brennan had me sit out for exactly 10 minutes before sending me back onto the court. He said fainting was a mental weakness that champions overcome through willpower. When I fainted again 3 days later, he made the entire team run extra sprints because my weakness was affecting group morale. The girls started looking at me with resentment instead of concern because my medical episodes meant additional punishment for everyone. This created exactly the isolation coach wanted. I discovered Coach Brennan had been lying to college scouts about my health status. When recruiters called asking about my condition, he told them I was perfectly healthy. He forged medical clearance documents using letterhead he'd stolen from our team doctor's office, creating fake assessments that described me as in peak physical condition. He sent these falsified records to universities along with highlight reels that excluded any footage of my medical problems. 3 major colleges extended scholarship offers based on these fraudulent documents. In September, during our season opener, I collapsed on the court and didn't wake up for 12 minutes. The game stopped while paramedics worked on me in front of packed bleachers. Coach Brennan stood over me yelling champions don't quit while the EMTs were checking my pulse and blood pressure. The gym went silent as parents realized he was screaming at an unconscious teenage girl. To see how I got revenge on Coach Brennan, watch the full story on my channel or linked below.